Okay. Well, I think I'm the dumbest guy I know. Because I don't understand this bat stuff, these bat wings. Can somebody please explain to me how he ends up with this pattern?
From yesterday syndicate video, and we're looking at an X to A to B, B to C, and a CD completion right at, what was it, 143.14, something like that, right around here.
Why that? Why that price? This is so arbitrary. This isn't an invitation to lose money or frustrate yourself or imagine there's some magical, like these numerologist people. Well, if you add up the letters of their name, like, huh? What? How is this helping anybody make money in these markets? What is the point? Why do we need this triangle?
Let me just see if that's it doesn't matter to trades.
Isn't this triangle enough? You mean you can't identify this to here? Why this? Well, because bats have two wings, man. It would be inappropriate to draw a one-wing bat.
But yeah, right around that 143.20 area.
So he just needs Fibonacci. This whole thing is screwing people's heads up. You know how many people are losing money with these people? Even they're losing money with this stupid stuff.
And you can see the market went ahead and we got stopped out. We broke and closed above our X leg, right? So now we want to ask ourselves, what is the next opportunity? And there are two opportunities I see, guys. Two opportunities that I see. One is the next potential pattern formation. This is going to be a Gartley formation. We're looking at our X leg now, and this is going to be easier seen on the 4
So after we lost money with that stupid pattern, we're going to do it again, kids.
hour chart. So let's actually jump out there for you.
Okay, so I try to replicate his chart here. This is what he's done. Now this here, to me, is just complete arbitrariness. I drew it just like he drew it. I don't get it. What? Can't we just do a trend line like old people do? Here's the trend line. Oh, you broke. I think we're going in an uptrend. Why is he selling into an uptrend? Because this is a bearish. This is bearish garbage. It is just so ridiculous. Is anybody not seeing this? Do you think he's onto some type of magical? He's cracked the mystery of the market. Huh? And why does he give up on structure leaves clues at this point? Why does he abandon all the kind of like the foundation of trading is support becomes resistance, resistance becomes support? You can just look at it and see it on all these charts. Can we just okay, so I thought he had the he claimed he had the guppy up there, but I guess he's got the British pound. So here's the 1 hour British pound. Huh. Now he got stopped out of this. I can't imagine why. It's going up. How do you know it's in an uptrend? You break out this trend line and you see how this close is higher than this close. So every time it comes back to this line, you want to think about, maybe it's going up. The other thing is that if you are going to draw these triangles, let's find a triangle that really exists here. If you're hell bent on, it's not going to look like a batwing though. But if you put these geometrical or geometrical, if you put these on the closing prices, yeah, I could handle that, right? This is the can't seem to navigate that, but yeah, here's a triangle for you, right? So this triangle is here. You break out of the triangle and you're off to the races. I don't know where people thought that they were going to draw a bat wing here. If you're going to do a triangle, see how it broke out of that triangle on close, but not on the wicks? And then it dipped back into the triangle, kept going up. Copy that out. Look for another triangle. Here's a triangle. Boy, I tell you, the amount of mysticism that people have taken into these markets. And do it on close, please. Closing prices only, please. So here's a wedge. And fall into that wedge. Forget these are bats with one wing. I call this one wing bat trading. These are amputee bats. I just don't know why anybody would want to try to. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know where it came from. I think it's this kind of holy grailness or something creeping into people's approach to the market. And with the 12-week transformation, you will be trading as bad as us. That's right. For the low price of $49 a month, you can pick bad trades the way we do. Here's another thing to consider. Just draw a trend line. See the trend line break? See it find support? Not to mention, what's this curious pattern here? I don't know if this is a pattern or a situation. I think it's more a situation than a pattern. Notice the 100 pip entry. Let me put a little bit, I'm going to paint with a broad brush here. Enter here at the 100. Cash at the 50. Dump. Reload. Dump. Reload. These are all trades, by the way. If you're looking for this breakout, in another Periscope, he's complaining the markets are choppy and there's a lot of fake breakouts and it's just not like it used to be. What a loser. This is like saying, well, you know, they've got aluminum bats now. I just can't play baseball like it. Everybody's got. Yeah, you know what? The golfers are using titanium clubs now. They're not using wood clubs. It's just not fair. Holy crap. I mean, is that your whole trade plan? Are these stupid bat wings? You can't even. Come on, man. Look at this top bottom breakout. This is very subtle stuff. Look at this. We revisit. Look how this is resistance. That's the scalp. It comes back into the top. Bam. More selling. I wonder why. More buying. I wonder why. Because the markets they're up and down. You know, this is a 4-hour chart. This is a 1-hour chart. This is way too much data for me, but what's the trade now? He's actually still trying to sell this thing, believe it or not. He's trying to sell these stupid pattern things. Look at this touch into here. Is this curious? The wick pokes through the round number. Another 100 pip entry to make 100 pips. And the trap of the bulls. This is the trade he was, I'm short. It's good. We're in an uptrend. This is why trend trading doesn't, if he's short, I don't know where he got the idea that it was going down. What on God's green earth told this guy this market was going down? How did he ever? It's going sideways, and it's ready to go up. He's going to get his face ripped off like he did on this other trade that he recommended for people. Remember this one? Okay, people, sell New Zealand. Really? What about this top becomes a bottom? Structure leaves clues, people. Why are they abandoning all this simpleton stuff? The simple fact of these markets is that this void is going to get filled up here, and I don't have the patience for these weekly charts for the fill, but we're going to fill this big hole up here. How does he not see this? He's probably thinking it's well, bearish. It's just ridiculous stuff. You just, how does anybody not question? And you got to read the comments on here. Be cracking me up all day long. My comment is, are you nuts? Oh, look at this. I'm a new trader. I love your video. Thanks for the guidance. Appreciate you putting up a appreciate you putting up a segment. Putting a segment up. A segment. Akel, I always thought that this is the funniest thing in the world. Akel, I always thought that the Gartley AB should retrace exactly, and this is the problem. There's no exactness in these markets. Let it go. You're actually setting yourself up. You're just framing this market to be an exact science. And the 618 stuff, let it go, man. It's garbage. It's absolutely. Come on, what? Do you see these 618 go? Show me the 618s in here. Come on, man. Come on. This is the trap. We buy. We buy this. We buy low. We sell high. We buy low. We sell high. Buy low, sell high. Over and over again. Stop it with this garbage. Akel, I always thought the Gartley AB should retrace exactly or very near, oh, he's giving it some room, 61.8 level, not 6.1, 600. Now, the wick of the candle almost reached 78.6 level, which could be a potential butterfly and not Gartley. Oh, well, how about a butter bat? And not although I couldn't find the answer whether the wick can exceed the 618 when trading potential Gartley. So I could be wrong. Care to comment? Here's this comment. Here's a great method that I would use. If you want to make, some guy just came in with a binary comment. If you want to make $2,000 a week, that wasn't him replying. Let's see if I can get. Oh wait, different trade. This is Akel Stokes' reply. Different traders will trade different pattern formations differently. My recommendation is to stick with what you tested, and assuming it had given you positive expectancy, ignore what everyone else tells you. Well, then what's the point of this guy even showing us how to trade? I would test both. Akel says, oh, here's a good point, but I recently read Scott Carney's book called Harmonic Trading, and since I'm not very experienced with advanced patterns, what is this advanced pattern stuff? Some kind of holy grail crap that people... What has happened to people's minds? You got conspiratorial people. You got all these fucknuts out there that want to try to... Oh, you know what? His name, when I took the letters of his name and added it up, I got a winning lottery ticket. What? I mean, are we just getting dumber? A good point. Yeah, so advanced patterns, I can't make my own rules. That's why I asked. What? This guy, okay, you can make your own rules. But if patterns that don't have precise ratios do work, that's great. Oh my God. How lost are these people? What is the greed factor? Man, and the Akel's answer is, I would test both. I'll only glance through Carney's book, but I believe he even looks for zones around Fibonacci. Of course. Of course. What is the point of a 12-big transformation if they're going to turn you into a crappy trader in the end? Is that really a plan? I don't know. I don't think so. Anyways, let me go back to this video. It's just killing me. It's just so entertaining. Who can deny it? So he's going to whip out the same garbage.
This is going to look like this. All right, we're looking at swing high to swing low, X to A to
Okay, but
B, B to C, and our CD completion is going to be right at this 127, right at this 127.2 Fibonacci extension, so 144.40. So that's your next chance to get bearish, right?
to get bearish, if you go back a few months, he was talking about he would never counter trend. He would never. He's a contrarian trader now. It's just amazing. What is this? You're selling at resistance. So what? Not to mention, we're talking about one trade. He trades one position. This is not a professional trader, people. Step away from the $49 a month. Move along. Take $49 a month. Keep putting it in your micro account and learn how to trade.
There at our potential bearish Gartley formation. Now,
Potential.
for you guys that have been with me for a while, right? When we make our predictions, are we what two questions are we asking ourselves when we make our predictions about the market? Again, we're going through that IPDE process: identify, predict, decide, execute. What are the two questions we want to ask ourselves when we start making these predictions? One, where is the market likely to go?
Up.
Two, how is the market likely to get there?
Up, down, up, down.
So because we've penetrated our B leg here, stopping us out of the previous pattern on its way, right? Our expectation would be that price action is going to come back up to previous structure right up here, or our 127 for our Gartley formation. Correct? Would you guys agree?
Why the redundancy? Is this the old saw about if you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail? So if you have a Gartley, everything looks like an entrance?
Give me a yes if you agree. In the meantime, we throw a DSR on here real quick.
Dollar Cat's making new highs, just so you know.
Structure trader, support and resistance. You got a big DSR zone up there. All right.
Holy shit, look at this. Yes, hurting my brain. What do we do now? Forget the past. What do we do now? Where's the trade? We just had a big bullish candle. And why in the hell weren't you long down here in support? Why aren't you telling people, look, this is where you buy. This is where you sell. This is where you buy. This is where you sell. This is where you rebuy. This is fair value. Can anybody see that? You have a buy limit here. You don't know if it's going to come down there. You put a buy limit in there. What's so hard about this? Why the complexity worship? Because intelligent people with egos have a need to express themselves.
Now, what's the other way that the market can get up there? And I'll make it a little easier for you. I'll go down to the 60-minute time frame.
Oh, thank God.
We
Thank
can
God
either
for
go straight
small
up,
miracles.
or we can do what? And welcome to you guys watching on YouTube. I forgot about you guys.
And don't forget about me.
Welcome. I'm not reading any questions, so I apologize, but you guys are able to see, I believe, what I'm showing. Yeah, we can either go straight up, or we could put in an outside return. Again, here's our previous structure level right here, and I'll make this a different color so it doesn't blend in with our DSR.
Let's not forget he's a
but
one.
Here's our previous structure level
position
right
trader.
here in blue.
He's entered a war with one bullet in his gun. The war room with one bullet. But we'll make up for that one bullet because we're so precise about our entries.
And if we just follow our rules of how to read a price chart, right? We go from starting point, new structure high, outside return, new structure high, little outside return, new structure high.
Why? Why the constant reviewing of what's happened? What do I do now? I want to make some money.
High, outside return, new structure high. If This is that if-then thought process. Lax said you just got long euro yen 5-minute trend continuation trade. Thank you, Lax.
Good God in heaven.
If we get an outside return, we want to ask ourselves, where is that outside return likely to come into, and is there a chance for me to get long? So there may be well, since Lax has mentioned, there may be a trend continuation trade within this level as well, looking at really our previous new structure high all the way down to our previous outside return. So this is going to be your kill zone. Technically, you could start a little bit higher at this structure right here, 143.47.
Kill
But
zone.
this is going to be your kill zone. So for you guys looking to take trend continuation opportunities, you would look for a
Kill zone's Kill zone is watching this. You're killing me.
retracement back into this kill zone and a chance to hop on a trend continuation trade and either ride it back up the structure or
No mention of how you get in these trades. He never mentions his execution. Is this a market? Is this a stop? Is this a limit? No, let's not talk about that. That's how you make money.
continuing up to our Fibonacci extension. Any questions?
Yeah, like, why you torture us? And why don't you tell us how to get in these markets? There's never a mention of order placement, trade location, nothing. Absolutely never on this guy's holes. I don't think he really trades this.
Thus far. We'll keep going lower, but that was a lot to start off, so we'll want to make sure it's all clear. No one's head's exploding already, right?
Oh, no.
You guys are good?
My frontal lobe's smoldering. No, I'm not good.
Real quick, let me just throw up this
Throw up another bat wing, please.
curious about this euro yen trade Lax has fired off. Same type of deal, yeah, nice. Me and Lax go way back, so when he says stuff, I like to take it seriously. Look at that. You got your consolidation, your little pennant pattern right here.
How did you get in? At the market?
At the breakout, you got your retest. Are you long right here, Lax?
He went long like a good retail
buddy.
trader.
Nice. All right, let's go. Let's continue back on. We're on pound dollar here. Let's go a little lower.
Oh God.
And we talked about this in Monday's Q&A while we're at it. How many of you guys trade flags and pennants and wedges and triangles and all that stuff? Give me a yes if you trade that type of stuff.
I don't trade it. It trades me. I don't trade the market. The market
Really, even
trades
head and
me.
shoulders in a way. Anybody? No? Yes? We know you do, Kenny. You're the breakout king. Really, man? I thought the room would. What do you guys trade? Curiously, just type in what type of trader you are, or say I'm not trading anything yet. I'm just here to learn. Just curious what you guys are looking at.
I'm just here to learn.
I'm trying to learn advanced pattern formations,
Why?
ranges, so channels back and forth. Says Gus. Welcome, Gus. I think you're new as well.
Why? Look at that dollar CAD.
Brandon says love those pattern formations.
Okay, I'm buying the
Counter trends
here,
like
I'll pull
double
back.
top CTS type stuff. First day here, just learning. Okay. I always want to get a feel of the room just to see
Look at this.
who we have, and I try
Dollar
to gear my
CAD.
teaching, or not our teaching, but our time here in the markets, kind
So,
of based on what you guys are looking at. Just recently started trading head and shoulders and flags. Okay. Yeah, we talked about this a lot, and we have a private. With those coming through the course, we have a private Q&A session every Monday. But
oh my.
one of the things, if you guys are new, I always advise this, right? Master the basics first, right? Have you guys seen Into the Gray?
Have you tried that?
Give me a yes if you've seen Into the Gray and you learned how to
Into the
just
Gray.
read stuff like this, the principles of new
So,
structure high, outside return, higher close, outside return, right?
Is that like 50
So you guys are
Shades
pretty
of Grey?
familiar with how the market moves, correct?
Moves up and down. 50 Shades of Grey.
Right? You want to know a secret? All
Yeah.
these flags and pennants and fancy stuff like that, even head and shoulders, right?
Fancy.
Stuff that looks like this, right?
Oof.
Does this look familiar to you?
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you so far.
Same thing, right?
Yeah. So what? Where did you get in?
Same thing.
How do you get in?
New structure high, consolidation into an outside return. New structure high, consolidation to an outside return.
Okay,
Right?
this is
Head
where
and shoulder patterns.
this is where I think I can help.
A lot of you guys trade what? You trade the break of the neckline.
Buy limit goes
Boom, wait
here,
for the break, retest.
or babysit it and buy at the market. Buy limit
Same
goes
thing,
here.
right? New structure low, outside return, new structure low. Give me a guess if that makes sense to you.
No mention of how to trade it.
Okay.
We all want to know how to trade
I
this
bring
stuff.
that up because I don't.
You know, I was sitting in an audience once, and a guy was going through charts like this, and one guy in the audience said, "That's great, but how do I get in?" How? When I was a kid, I was very eager to see the. I remember this book that said the title was "How To," and I thought, "Oof, I gotta buy that book. How to? How to do it? How?" Oh, we will not discuss that unless you join the syndicate.
I talk to a lot of traders, and
Not me.
so many of them confuse themselves.
Oh boy.
Where it's like, I gotta trade a flag this way, I gotta trade a triangle this way, but the head and shoulders does this, but there's a reversal at the bottom of a pennant pattern, and they make things more confusing than they are.
They got to trade it this way, which you're talking about execution. And can we just talk about execution for once? You know, this is like talking about sex, and people are like, well, I can't tell you how it's done, but it involves two people.
At the foundation, these consolidation patterns, right? It's all about how a price chart moves. Does that make sense?
It's all about this is like, am I losing IQ points? It's all about what? Let's be more vague. It's all about, can I speak more abstractly? Can I be Stefan Malniu of trading and speak in huge abstract metaphors and never connect it to a concrete issue? You know, it's like watching Stefan Malniu. You watch the whole thing and you're like, I just spent an hour and I never got a punchline. I just feel completely unsatisfied.
When you simplify everything, and there can be different techniques for trading flags and pennants and wedges and stuff
And those would be?
like that. But at the very foundation of it, right? All it is that new structure high, outside return, new structure high principle. And that's why it's so important that you master that first, the basics of how.
What do you mean master that? Okay, can I play Akel Stokes here for a little bit? Could you please indulge me? I want to sign up for this 12-week transformation. Okay, we have I'll call pullback. Go outside return. We go down. How about we go down? We go up. We go down. We go up. We go sideways. We go down. We go. I mean, this is like, come on. Put up a 1 period moving average and get rid of these stupid candles. See, this is easy, right? This is the line chart. We can all see this, but why the insistence on all this data? All you care about is this top became a bottom and your buy limit was sitting there and you got filled. Or you babysat that for the pullback. You got to clean these charts up, buddy. What is the point of looking at this is a 5-minute chart. What is the point? All right, what is the point? Stop it. Give us a break, please. Show us something I can use. What's the takeaway?
How a price chart moves before you try to do anything fancy. I just want to preach that point as
Yeah. Before you get butterflies, bat wings, crabs, and ciphers out.
much as I can get. I know we have a lot of newer viewers that I'm streaming the first 30 minutes of today's live room on YouTube, and I know a lot of those guys are newer, so I just want to get that point across. All right, so let's head back down to pound dollar. Head down to our day trading time frames, our 15-minute chart. Alpha said just went through Pro Trader course and now developing a trading plan. Nice.
You could have done that on your own, buddy. Just watch my videos. I tell you where to get in and get out. I tell you the style of order. I'm not charging $49 a month, but hey, every time I do a video, it only proves it to me that I'm right. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.
That's the fun part. Here's the thing, Alpha. I told someone this the other day. You probably already have a trading plan, and you don't. It's just not written down yet. With what you've learned, if you started
I already have a girlfriend. I just haven't met her yet.
really trying to find the idea of how you want to trade, you've already got that trading plan in your head. You just got to put it into words.
Or you could draw it out and show us your entry. Come on, Akel. Show us where you got in these markets. Show us where you put your stop. Oh, he lost 57 pips on a dumb counter trend, contrarian, batwing, butterfly, crab cipher entry.
You've just got to put it all into that strict if-then thought process or context. And, of course, add money management and psychology, philosophy, all that fun stuff. But the actual strategy you should have already, or have a good idea of what it takes.
Okay, guys. I'm going to divulge one of the big Forex secrets. Here's a strategy. Buy low, sell high, buy low.
All right, so let's look at pound dollar here.
You might want to write that down in review.
Let's just see. We're looking for either
that strategy, I back tested it and it does work.
bearish Gartley formation on the higher time frame, or we're looking for a potential, as a day trader, we're looking for a potential trend continuation opportunity in advance of that potential Gartley formation.
Wow. This is how you get lost in charts. I'm only saying this because I've been looking at charts for 15, 20 years now. I've been trading Forex for 7 years. It never occurred to me to get this complicated, and it just, you could do it on the weekends, but when the market's open, man, let's hope that you got your orders set and you're ready to go, and worry about managing a lot. If you're afraid to trade a standard lot, break it up into minis. If you're afraid to trade a mini, break it up into micros, and just trade so that you don't have any type of emotion about the trade.
All right, so let's see what we have here. Let's bring in some fibs. See what we can do right here. Let's go swing low to swing high.
This is when everything goes totally wrong for this guy. Why is it not enough for him? And I realize he has these fibs, so he has to use them. Now, this is the 15-minute chart. You would trade a 15-minute chart a little differently than when you traded a 1-hour chart, I think. So imagine you put a buy stop here because you know this is resistance. And then you put a sell stop here because you know this is, or this is connected to this, right? And this is, I'm just trading from a one position aspect, which I wouldn't necessarily do. I would have a buy stop here. I'd have a buy limit here. I have a buy limit here. So the market breaks out, and maybe you just ride it, right? Now, where's another place to add to the position? Well, we're going to add right here. Because this is a 15-minute chart, it's a little bit different. Buy stop here, I'm already long. Oh, I'm up again. Beautiful little 15-minute hammer if you were there to nail it. Dojis you buy at the market. Buy, buy, buy. Can't touch these. These are not dojis. Don't touch them. Just take profits. As that's going up, you notice the void that's forming underneath. But if you look left to this closing top, and this is actually the, plus this is a revisiting, this is a 15-minute, you got to know this is a 1-hour doji. Bam! Revisit that with a limit to go long again. You could have sold up here. You could have started selling as it came up here. So, let's trade bi-directional. Be flexible, man. Make some damn money already. And this beautiful low-risk fill, if your stop's here, market comes wailing back in. Damn, you nailed that one too, you're cashing out. Now, I wouldn't get on board here unless I had this doji. There's a perfect doji to nail it at the market. Bam, again. You could have sold there too. It doesn't matter. You could have put a hedge on there. Your only chance, and you have, don't forget there's a trailing buy stop. Hopefully in your mind's eye. Here's a triangle. Of course, you can't see it so much because he's got candles. And there's a scalp, right? It just keeps going up and up and up. Now he's looking to do what here? I'm already lost. What was his point here? He's looking to sell it because of Fibonacci crap.
Hi. Just to see if we have any type of confluence there.
Man, this reliance on Fibonacci is disaster.
No real Fib confluence. So we'll do this. We're gonna wait. We'll wait to see what price action does. Again, the zone that we're looking for is gonna be between right here, or that I'm looking for, I should say. I don't know what you guys are doing. Right here at 143.38. Down here to 142.83. We've got this kind of rising wedge formation right here with divergence on the RSI. This is typical of a bearish break. So I would fully expect to see a retracement. And we're seeing a strong pound this morning. But
okay, this is where he's totally wrong. He doesn't understand how RSI works. He's got a 7-period RSI here. Unfortunately, I cannot stretch it out for him to show him how to use RSI. RSI, when it gives you divergence, there's a divergence here, which means get ready to get long. It's in an uptrend. When it's more oversold here, and the price is higher here than this price, this is called a positive reversal. More oversold at a higher price. More oversold than this RSI. Price is higher. Find the highest close within that. You're projecting your target up here. This divergence he's talking about, these are buy signals. There's a buy signal. Here's a buy signal. And you're about to break that trend line. And I know what happened here. It went up. It did not come back here. But if it did come back here, he should have a buy limit here. He should have buy limits all peppered in here. Not one position. This one trick pony stuff. Oh, beautiful spike on the pound right now. I hope I got filled on that. Okay, so yeah. Let me go to my yeah, I hope it got filled in this British pound. They're getting all spiky here. And here's the euro pulling back, so I'm gonna buy this thing. Anyways, what the heck? Alright, we're making money. Okay, let me go back to his ridiculousness.
I would fully expect to see some type of retracement in here. And if the market comes down into our zone, then we'll look for opportunity to get involved, right? At this point,
he would fully expect, wow, man, he would fully expect that. What a setup for failure. What a mental, man, you have to just have no bias in these markets. Really, you need to have total objective view. Anything can happen, and you're up for anything.
Guys, there's no reason to, we don't need to buy right now. We don't need to sell right now. That's how a lot of rookie traders get into trouble, right? We need to wait.
That's complete garbage. Just buy it. It's going up. Just buy it. You don't always have to wait.
We need to have an idea of what we want to do. We want to wait until the market gives us exact.
I want to make money, damn it. Just overthinking this stuff, man. Complexity worship on steroids.
Exactly what we need to get involved in the trade, and then we want to fire off the trade. All right?
Fire off the trade? What does that mean? Sounds like buy at the market, sell at the market. Fire off the trade. Sting! Of course, he only brought one bullet.
Kenny says, I'm looking for a trend continuation as well on pound dollar 15-minute, looking to buy around the 143.15 level. Yep, we're looking at the same zone, Kenny.
We've
got some
happened.
Nice stuff in here. We've got a psychological number, 143 flat. which is not bad. We don't have too much Fibonacci confluence. All we had was
Well, why don't you just use that? Look at what. Stop it with the Fibonacci's. Stop it.
886 and something lining up.
Blow my
786
brains
and
out.
886 lining up. Not too much Fibonacci confluence here. So we'll have to pay attention to price action. We'll see what the RSI does if we get that.
Pay attention to price action. What does that mean? I'm watching the honey. I'll be with you in a minute, honey. I'm watching price action. Well, you're watching the prices, you mean? Oh, they're going up and down. That's the action part. Is it just me? What would happen if you worked on a car like this? Yeah, I own an auto repair place. Well, we're going to watch the motor for a while. What are you doing? We're watching the piston action. Are you running, like you're running stuff? No, we're just watching it. Okay, well, the engine's running. Can you guys get to work on changing the oil? We would change the oil after. We're just watching the piston action right now.
That retracement, but certainly something we want to keep on our radar.
Keep on our radar. Well, I know you brought your car in because it was making a funny sound. We're going to keep it on our radar here. In fact, we put a GPS in your car. We're monitoring it. We notice the pistons are going up and down. Yeah, that's right, sir. Yeah, that is burning gas. Yes, we are burning a lot of fuel. You're responsible for the fuel while we test your car. You know, it's just you didn't read the fine print.
So, any questions about the pound here before we move
Yeah, why are you a trader?
on? Now, we don't have any breakout traders. I'll tell you, if we had a breakout trader, this is not a bad idea for, you're not going to get a good risk reward, but you can take an aggressive.
You're not going to get, you got to, anybody got to look back at this chart here. Let me see if I can find, if you look at where he's at on this chart, this is the 19th of, oh crap. I had it queued up here now. Here's the 15-minute chart. Let's see if I can hunt down this place he got in here. That was the 19th of, oh Jesus. Here, let me turn this puppy back to, I can't find where we're at. So, it's back here. See this? This is the 19th of April. He thinks it's going to come back here. It doesn't. There's a triangle, and right at the apex of that triangle, top becomes a bottom. Can we see that? This trend line here becomes the top. There's your triangle. You're not going to see these triangles if you've got candles running, because you can't see the closing prices. Here's the top become a bottom. It just keeps going up and up and up. Bad risk reward ratios. Really? It's consolidated. You have a stop here. Your target's here. Your target's here. Your target's here. Of course, I'm presupposing you traded more than one position. So ridiculous. He is so ridiculous. It's not, trading is not that hard. What do you do now? Oh, I think I'm going to buy because it's at support. Wait a minute. Where's your Gartley? Where's your Batwing, buddy? I don't see a Fibonacci on here. Oh, look at this. Come in at the round number. 15-minute chart. What? You mean to tell me they retested support and I could have put a buy limit there? Holy God. I can't believe this. And this whole time I've been duped into these stupid patterns because I want to impress people with my knowledge of market geometry. Holy crap. If this isn't the biggest winning trade on this whole chart, to get in here, to make this much, how's that ratio? How about this? Oh, I got in there and made 100 pips. Oh, I took some off here because, you know, that was the resistance. Oh, they trapped the bulls. Oh, they rape it back. I don't know if anybody saw this yesterday. How does this fit? How does this fit into your Gartley crap? Stop it with the Gartleys, man. Come on. You're killing us. People with half a brain are just going, oh my God.
Short here. We are at structure. All right. Any questions on the cable?
Yeah. Can you see this triangle I was talking about here? You can't see it here. Gotta keep changing colors here. Can't see it because he doesn't have closing prices. Here's the triangle. We find support at the apex of that triangle. Shitting! It never came back here. This divergence is not divergence, people. These are buy signals. See? These are buy signals. It's coming down. More oversold, prices higher. The inversion. More oversold, prices higher. Okay? It's coming back. It's a pullback. What is a pullback to? It's a return. I don't know the outside return. It's an engulfing return. Okay. Whew, man alive. Okay, let's continue.
Going once, going twice.
Wow.
All right. So we'll move that over. What do you guys want to take a look at next?
Something with a bad.
I'm going to go to euro dollar just because everyone loves euro dollar.
Why no butterflies today?
You know what? Aussie can. Let's go to euro. Let's go to euro yen. I think that's the one that had a bearish break. No, it didn't.
Anyways, you get my point.
Information from the RSI or whatever, whatever other indicator or oscillator. 40. More of our trading time frame here.
There's another one here that's
as we go down to our
ridiculous.
lower time frame, as we set up our potential trades.
This
for
is the one
day
I don't
or the
get.
week.
Why isn't he buying right here, right now? This is his classic flaw, other than Gartley hell and Fibonacci confusions. Why doesn't he just buy here? Why is he waiting for this entry? By the time it gets here, I think we all know. By the time it gets here, it's probably going to go up. Because by the time it's way out here, how often does this become... In other words, market comes to here, pauses, comes to here. This keeps going up. Right? The idea that you're going to wait all this time, you're going to wait hours to get in here for a trade that may not even be there. Just buy here. Just buy it, man. What a pussy. Who is this guy? They like...
Be looking for a move back in the previous structure. We got our kill zone right here.
Kill zone.
And again, another situation where we're going to wait and see what the market has to give us. I have no real interest in getting long right now because we're not at any type of structure.
Well, so what? Who cares? What is this Perry's on? This is, what is this, pound cat or something? God, what an idiot. I have no interest in getting long here because I don't like to have winning trades.
Waiting for that pullback into previous structure. Alpha says harmonic move, ABCD pattern.
Oh, man.
On Canada, Alpha? Not yet. We got a while to go. But we can predict one going back into structure. We'll talk about this when we get back. Jason is up on Syndicate. We're going to take a 10-minute break.
God in heaven.
If he's done early, we'll come back before he's done. But we'll come back in 10 minutes at the max no matter what. So I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
For the love of Pete. Oh, can't take it. Oh, God in heaven. Anyways, it's just not worth it to trade these bad patterns. That's all I'm saying. It's just not worth it. It's ridiculous. Can't we just trade what we see? And look at this. This is the British pound on the 4-hour. Do you see a trend there? I don't. Why are they trend trading it? Is this a double top? Is that a double top? At the round number? Is that a top at the number? What do we call these wicks? Distribution. Wow. Look at the doji retest. Again. Below the round. Enter, enter, enter. Enter. And he's trying to sell that. He still thinks it's going down. He can't see that it's going up to here. How's he missing that? I don't know. Anyways, I hope that helps.